Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do a Bible reading today, a quick one. And if you guys have your Bibles with you, please open it in Matthew chapter 5, verse 38. And then up to 39. We're just gonna read two Bible verses, and I hope that we can learn something new today so that we can apply it into our lives and become a better Christian. Not just you guys who are listening to this video, but also for me. So that's why I like making Christian contents, because I learn more every day too, and at the same time I'm learning it with you while I'm recording this video. All right, let's start reading in Matthew chapter 5 verse 38. It says here, "You have heard that it was said." Jesus is talking in this because you can see that in here the Bible is, the fonts are red, color red. So it means Jesus is talking. So again, "You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth." In verse 39, "But I tell you not to resist an evil person, but whoever slaps you on your right cheek, turn the other to him also." The reason why I chose this Bible verse in today's video is because I've been thinking lately, like, what kind of content should I make next that will be in a common ground with other Christians? And then something pops up in my mind, why not I just discuss Bible verses, what lessons that we can get from those Bible verses and apply it into our daily lives, right? Because I know that all of us have different denomination of Christianity, different belief, different doctrines. As for me, I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and Seventh-day Adventist, if you guys don't know, it's a Christian denomination. We do believe in Sabbath, we do believe in dietary laws, and we do believe in 10 Commandments. Anyways, so the reason why I make this content is that to have a common ground with other Christians, right? So that we're not going to be talking about like what are our differences on each denominations, but I want to talk about like how we can be a better Christian, if you know what I mean. I just want to encourage everyone to just keep reading the Bible and keep reading it with your own eyes so that you guys will not be deceived. So anyways, the lesson that we can get in these two verses. In verse 38, we see here that Jesus said like, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. This is kind of like a normal reaction of a human being. Like, for example, if anyone talks bad about you, you tend to kind of like defend yourself, right? And if anyone tries to hurt you physically, you're trying to defend yourself and try to hurt them back, right? But it's interesting, on verse 39, Jesus said the opposite, that what will be our reaction. Because I've been thinking, the more you gain experience, the more I get older, the more I develop pride. What I'm talking about is, like, I'm gaining experience, I'm gaining knowledge, I'm gaining ideas, and at the same time, comes along with it, I'm also gaining pride. That I'm not aware. But lately, this Bible verses reminded me. Because in the workplace, like for example, there are people that have higher position than you, right? For me right now, I'm working as a nursing assistant in healthcare. There are nurses that are kind of like, the way they think, it's kind of like, oh, this guy is inferior to me, so I can take advantage of him or something like that. Because even though how hard you try to show them how nice or how chill you are, how kind you are, how good you are, some people think of it as a weakness, that they might think that, oh, I can take advantage of this guy. Like, I can manipulate this guy. I can talk like this to this guy because this guy is kind of like inferior to me. Something like that kind of thinking. I'm not sure if you're getting my point here, but it's just like, I believe it's not just like in my workplace, but I also believe that in other workplaces as well, this kind of attitude or this kind of atmosphere is also existing. I'm an RN in Philippines. I'm also a nurse in Philippines, but I'm still working on my nursing license here in Canada. When I was practicing my nursing in Philippines, I don't treat people like this, because we do have nursing assistants there too, right? It's just like kind of like mind-blowing when people think that they can take advantage of other people, they can talk like this to other people, they can just like do whatever they want to these people because they think that they are in a higher position than them. I'm not sure how to describe it in English, but sometimes it's just so annoying. It's really testing your patience, right? And it's really testing your limitations. And then I realized, like, just now, I've been asking for God for patience because I'm a kind of person that easily snaps. I easily get angry. I easily get annoyed, easily get stressed. And then I've been asking for God for patience, and He's been giving me like this kind of situation. But the first one, which is I'm thankful when He gave me my son, because my son really tested my patience too. But I love him testing my patience. But it's just like this kind of feeling with the other people. It's kind of like different, and probably because I gained experiences already and I became older already, and I developed pride in my heart, like that every time people try to take advantage of me, I tend to kind of like hold a grudge and just saving it all up and then just waiting for the right moment to dump it all on them. You know what I mean? So I'm guilty with this one in verse 38. When Jesus said, like, you have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. This is kind of like what we grew up kind of thinking. Like if someone punch you, or if someone hurts you, you have to fight back. You have to defend yourself, right? But then Jesus, in verse 39, kind of like opposed to this kind of thinking. Because he said, like, but I tell you not to resist an evil person. So it's kind of like Jesus is telling you to just get hit, right? And then, but whoever slaps you in your right cheek, turn the other to him also. The lesson that I can get with this one too is, like, for example, if there's an angry person and you tend to like fire on a fire, will the situation be better? Of course not. You guys will fight for sure. But if someone is on fire and someone becomes the water, this is what I'm understanding when Jesus said this, then there will be no fighting, right? Like, for example, I've seen a lot of road rage videos in the internet, and then like people are like honking, and like, I don't know, some even go to the extent. And if only the other guy has become more patient and just said sorry, then everything will be better. But it's just like our pride, our ego, that's the right word. Our ego sometimes gets in the way, and then that's what makes the situation worse, right? I know I'm not saying here that you have to be taken advantage of, but it's just like there's a right approach of this. That's what Jesus is trying to say. If someone is taking advantage of you, I believe in workplace, in a professional setting, all you have to do is talk to them. That's the first step. Like, for whoever did this to you, talk to them directly. Hey, I don't like how you do this to me, something like that. But us Filipinos, it's kind of like awkward, right? I know, because I'm feeling it too. It's like, I don't want to like do that step. I just want to skip to the second step, because the first step is kind of like awkward when you tell them, hey, this is what I felt about you or something, because we're not used to it. But it's the right way, and it's been tested, and it's been providing good results in terms of resolving conflict, because Jesus is a peacemaker, right? That's what the Beatitudes said. Blessed are the peacemakers. I don't know. I just want to share it with you guys, what I realized in these verses, and I hope it helps you too, and I hope I was able to connect with you about this. And I'm not sure if everyone experienced this kind of situation, but I believe that other people experiences this one too. We just have to be mindful about, like, when we upgrade ourselves, always we should be mindful that we do have pride comes along with it, and we should be watchful for that, because it might like affect our relationship with other people. I'm not just sharing this to like the people who are like in that position. I'm also saying that to the people who are in a higher position right now in their lives, to remind you too that to be mindful as well on how you say or what you say to your inferior colleagues in terms of job position. Don't let your job position get into your head, because at the end of the day, all of us are the same people, the same humans. So we should treat everyone with fairness. We should not treat them like you're acting like you're the one paying them. You know what I mean? Don't act like you're the one who's supporting their family. you're feeding them, you're providing food on their table, because there are people like act like that, right? And it's kind of like annoys me so much. But this Bible verses holds my heart, like, don't go that way, kind of. It seems like my heart wants to burst and like be angry, and then like this verse is kind of like encapsulated it, and then like serves as a barrier for it to become, I don't know, to become a bad heart. We guys learned something for today, and I hope we can apply this to our lives, and it's a good reminder for us to be more patient, to extend more our limitations in life, especially as Christians, to show other people, especially the non-believers, that being a Christian is different, and like they will wonder like, how can he survive that? How can he tolerate that kind of thing? Let the Lord fight for you. That's what the Bible said. That stuck in my head too. Let the Lord fight for you. So if you guys have any questions, any additions, any realizations upon reading these verses, please feel free to use the comment box, comment section, and let us know what you guys think, and so that we can learn from your experiences as well. If ever you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because I'm trying to be more consistent in making Christian contents. We can do Bible readings and everything like that. Doesn't matter if I'm Adventist or you're in other denominations. So please feel free and join this community. And God bless you, and I'll see you guys on my next video.